Good morning, everyone. It's 9:40 right now. Picture it. I received an email. Well, first of all, excuse me. Forgive me. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Divine Intervention. Those of you who are new, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for coming. Thank you for staying. Those of you who've, stayed. So I received an email and brought to my attention because of the moon in Pisces, and I understand that a lot of twin flames right now are dealing with a struggle here, balancing divine masculine and divine feminine energies. Okay, so I'm going to educate in regards to what truly happens in the process of spiritual union, because most of you are in spiritual union. Okay, so I'm going to educate. So this video is going to be pertaining about what happens with divine feminine once in spiritual union with divine masculine. Okay, that's the main topic for this video. I'm not going to share all of the information and wisdom, from heaven, because again, there are people who use it to manipulate others, and there are people who use it, for selfish reasons. So that the things that I've shared with most of you on email is because you are a true twin flame and you are a true divine feminine, and it is your right to know those things, okay? But to share that to everyone who has no idea what really a divine feminine is, what a twin flame journey is, and they just want to be part of it, to pretend like they are, just to boost their ego and their pride. I apologize to you, but you are not going to benefit in my channel. This channel is for those who are truly who and what they say they are. Okay? Honestly, most of you who are true divine feminines don't even you're not even trying to be a divine feminine. You're not even trying to, and that's a true divine feminine. Someone who doesn't need to force themselves to be someone that they're not sure of. Most divine feminines who are truly divine feminines, 90% of them, we all have one thing in common. We don't like to force ourselves into a situation or force ourselves into something or some kind of ideology or theology or being. Okay, we have that in common. Us divine feminines, we don't like to force anything. I apologize if my twin, you can hear snoring. What happens in spiritual union if you are a divine feminine? In this video, that's all I'm talking about. Okay? If you are a divine feminine and you are in spiritual union, this video is for you. Okay? If you are a divine masculine, it's different. You have to email me. That is very different. And most divine masculines have a Scorpio energy. Either it's in their birth chart or they are really born in the month of Scorpio. So that's different. Scorpio energy is different. So, again, I handle things based on your energy, okay? So again, if you're a divine masculine, it's different. How to handle spiritual union. This video is only, I cannot specify more than enough, only for divine feminine. That should be like the forefront of this video. The moon shift in Pisces, the purpose of it is to balance divine masculine and divine feminine energy. How is that done? Divine feminine is put to the test, okay? And what kind of test is that? It's a test of logic versus spirituality. I've went through this, I've dealt with it, and trust me, it's not easy because it's a battle within yourself. It's fighting yourself. The yourself part of you, the old you, okay? We're referring to the old you. What's the old you? The old you is the one who didn't know anything about twin flames. The old you is the one who didn't even bother to care about your twin and etc. That's the old you. Okay? But ever since your angels have guided you to my channel or to anyone's channel who's talking about twin flames, and all of a sudden your curiosity kicks in and you start feeling all these chakra, healing and your chakras opening, and then all of a sudden you get these dreams or you're experiencing spiritual things, and then you emailed me or we talked or you talked to someone who is legit and told you that you're a divine feminine, this and that, and that you're in a twin flame journey, and then now you're now. Get it? So the you, the old you, is no longer you. That is what a twin flame journey is. You are shedding the old skin like a snake. Okay? Why do I say and why do I compare it to a snake? The spirit of the snake is about transformation as well. Okay? Not just Scorpio. And I know that because I've handled it, I've dealt with it in my dreams. I've been bitten by snakes in my dreams, and trust me, it is not pleasant. Your spiritual gifts as a divine feminine is not gonna work on them. I'm already saying it now. In regards to snakes, and only those in your dreams. Okay, snakes in your dreams as a divine feminine. These are the snakes that your powers will not work on because they are made for that purpose, is to awaken your divine femininity. And that is sent from the divine himself, okay? Once these snakes bite you, or a snake bites you in your dream, what happens is you're like pulled into this astral memory. Okay, your past memory or past life. That's how these dreams trigger you, is by being bitten by some kind of... okay, I'll just talk by my own experience. I've been bitten by a snake. I've been bitten by some kind of spider that flies. Like... oh my god. I'm not kidding, you guys, okay? This is the spiritual side of what divine feminine goes through in their awakening, okay? In their spiritual awakenings. And if you've experienced this, you know what I'm saying is true. If you haven't experienced it yet, well, you will. There's a lot of you who don't want to deal with this. You don't want to even think about it. You're afraid of the dark, and I get it, okay? But it's, when you're in spiritual union, it's inevitable because you are ascending. And when you're ascending, you're awakening. So when you're awake, it's part of it. Okay? So what I'm trying to explain here is the process. Okay, why this, why that. So the first process of spiritual union is, yes, your dreams. And how does the dreams even start? It's by getting bitten by a snake or some kind of spider or anything that flies, that has teeth, that has something that stings, okay? And when you wake up, or like literally when you wake up, it hurts, okay? Because the dream starts when they bite you. Yeah. And you know they're coming. Like you really, it's like a nightmare. And then once you get bitten, you're in it already. You're playing the memory. You're playing the past life. That's when all the memories start coming back, and you're in the dream, and you're dreaming about your past life. You're dreaming about this and that, who you are, why this, why that, all the questions that nobody else can answer except your higher self. Okay, and this is how our higher self also intervenes. Okay, I'm explaining, right? So once that happens, once you're done with the dream, you get bitten again by the same animal that bit you. Okay, why? It's to close it. The most painful bite I've experienced in my spiritual awakening during spiritual union literally is in the back of my lower back, like in my lower back spine. I could feel it in my entire spine. I woke up and I was just like, oh my god, like this, like, no, I don't want to do this again. Like, I don't want to go through this again. You guys have no idea the experiences I've went through. And a lot of divine feminines don't talk about this because, I don't know, maybe because they're not really divine feminines. Most of them just find ideas from other people. And if you so dare choose to do that with the knowledge I'm sharing in this channel, I'm telling you right now, there's a price for that. So don't even dare. If you want to go grab some ideas from other people, that's on you. But I'm talking truly based on my own experience as a divine feminine, what I've went through in my spiritual awakening and the process of it all. Okay? So after the dream, you wake up, right? And then you start to feel like, oh my goodness, why does it feel so real? There was so many times in my life, having this spiritual awakening and spiritual ascension during, being in spiritual union with my twin, and all the more being physically in union. Oh my god, it just made it, it was like every night and every other night. And every night it was not getting any better. it was getting worse. It was getting, and when I say worse, I'm talking about the frequency of it, not so much of the gravity, of it, because it's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? I'm referring about the strength of the dreams, the strength of the experiences. I literally cried because I dreamt about, my first incarnation here on earth. And I felt it in my heart. It's like you wake up and you're like, oh my god, this is how I felt then, and this is what I'm feeling now. Like it was just like yesterday. Like you feel like you were in the experience, you're living the dream, and you wake up and you're like, oh my god, I'm in 2020. Okay, it's like that. It's no different from indigo kids who incarnate. And see, the difference between indigo kids is because majority of them, they wake up and they're like, I remember my past life. Like this is the house I lived in, and this is my family, and this is what I used to do with my sister, my brother. We used to play here, we used to do this. And there's many children, indigo children, who also went through this ascension, okay? And these are kids who volunteered in heaven to do it. And most of them you can find on history books, okay? One of them I was lucky enough to even bump into, which I'm thankful to my archangel for that, because that was the time that I was slowly trying to understand dreams and understand how it connects to divine feminine awakening in regards to spiritual union with their twin. So I needed to understand the other side of the coin in regards to that. And that was the exact moment that I was led to that historic video of this child in Ireland who is an indigo child. And there was this psychologist and a psychiatrist who was working as a team trying to figure out, how does this child know everything of the family, because the moment that he reincarnated, the family doesn't live in the house anymore. So he remembered that this is the house that he lived in, this is his family, these are the names, this is the history, and he had proof of every reason to everything. Okay, so the psychiatrist and the psychologist was like, oh, okay, this is really hard to believe, like, and they were comparing the facts to everything that this kid was saying, and it's all true, okay? But see, they couldn't find out, how did this kid know all these things, if ever this kid was lying. There was no way. And that's why, as I said, those who are spiritually gifted, you're the only ones who can know if this kid is an indigo child, if this kid is this and that. It's beyond logic, it's beyond practicality. Again, logic is always going to go against spirituality, okay? So after watching that video, I came to a realization that, okay, so this kid remembered, the house, the family, but he didn't remember when he died. That's the issue. He didn't remember, when. He remembered how. He remembered the name of his mom, the name of his dad. He remembered the year, when, how old he is, but he didn't remember when he died. He remembered after he died, that the divine gave him a chance to reincarnate. Again, all twin flames, all of those who reincarnate, who are beings of light, who are indigo children, who are star seeds, these are people, these are spiritual beings who the divine himself have chosen, have given an opportunity to incarnate. For why? To change humanity. It's to elevate humanity's, vibration, to ascend, to help humanity ascend, right? Not just us. That's why, twin flames are powerful beings, because we're ascending masters. We we are masters of ascension. That's why I'm also talking about ascension, because this is my forte, this is my specialty, just like any divine feminine. But see, the issue here is that most of you divine feminines who are subscribed to me are having issues in ascension, okay? And that's why I'm here. It's 10:04. So that's what happens in spiritual union with your twin. To sum it up, you are awakened through your dreams. Okay? That's it. Once you are awakened through your dreams, it manifests in your physical body. How does that happen? Okay. 1, your chakras are going to open, regardless whether you are aware of it or not. Okay. Now, how do you go about? That's the question, right? How do you go about these chakras opening? Because it's uncomfortable. What do I mean by uncomfortable? Yes, I'm very detailed, and I do the best I can to be detailed as possible. How do you handle your chakras opening? Because through this ascension, it's painful, okay? You're having memories and then rekindled feelings of the past, of people involved in the past, and are, like, for example, your sister in your past life was not your sister in this life, okay? Etc. Things like that. And reasons as to why it happened or why this and that. Those feelings get back to you. Like, you start to it comes back, and you wake up and you're like, oh my god, like, oh my god. you know so how do you handle your chakras opening? Well, 1, you don't try to handle it, you let it be. What you can do to help the process is by listening to Chakra Healing on YouTube, which is 432 hertz frequency. That's healing energy, okay? That is what's gonna help your chakras just quickly heal, okay? Because again, you're trying to wake up, and your chakras heal because you're going through spiritual awakening. You're waking up to who you are. So the process of it is not easy, and it's hard, and it's painful, okay? And it's different. It's different with every person. It's different with every divine feminine. Why is it different? Let's talk about that. Why is it different for every divine feminine? Well, for one, you may be a divine feminine who specializes in, I can say, I don't know, mediumship. Okay? And then you have another divine feminine who specializes in healing. So anything that connects with healing energy, for example, if you are divine feminine who is a healer, who focuses on healing, all of a sudden you're like, well, I don't know why I'm a healer. I don't know what caused me to be a healer. It's through your dreams. It's through your intuition. It's through your feelings. Why? Because your chakra is open and it helped you, correct? So this I'm explaining, okay? So you guys can understand. Now, once this happens, yeah, because of the fact that every divine feminine is different, and because of the fact that every divine feminine gained their spiritual gifts in different category, there's a history there. Understand that? Okay? I want you guys to understand that. There is a history in your specialty. Okay? Now, the details of that and the specifics of that I am not going to share, because that is only for true divine feminines. What I'm sharing here is what all twin flames should know about. But the details of everything that I'm saying, no. You email me. Email me if you want to know. Okay? I'm only educating here. Again, I will not tell you unless you are in the right vibrational energy to receive it. That's just how it goes. Other people, they make up shit. I don't know why they do that. That's them. But you're gonna know. You're gonna know. Because you're gonna feel it. Basically, you can say the friend who's on the side, and it's 10-10 right now. I'm the friend to the side who's assisting you, helping you. Okay, the synchronicities is gonna tell you that I don't need to do much. Your angels guided you to my channel. Your angels guided you to talk to me, to email me. They're gonna prove it to you by synchronicities. I don't need to do anything. Okay, let's make that clear. So this is my concern at this moment in time. Those of you who are in spiritual union with your twin, and I've said that to you, I've confirmed it to you, you will go through the process. There's no running away from it. You can choose to run away after, but you're still gonna go through the process of spiritual awakening. Why? Because there are some of you who were meant for union in your past life, and you didn't. You let doubt get in the way. You let your worries get in the way. You let fear get in the way of your union. So now the divine and the angels are giving you another opportunity to be in union with your twin. And what are you going to choose to do? So really, again, there is a process here. It's stages, okay? It's stages of ascension. Once you are given this opportunity, be rekindled of your past mistake, and now you awaken to that, especially, if you've done a reading with me, or in the future that you do a reading with me, to anybody, who's watching this, who's subscribed to me, and you want to do a reading with me, it's gonna be consistent. It's not gonna be like a one-time thing, let's start new, let's start fresh. No, that's not how I do readings. We start from where you started, so that you can see the progression, okay? Because I want you to follow through with everything that, my readings is not just readings. I counsel you. I advise you. I give you two sides of the coin, and it's up to you to make a decision. That's how I do readings. I'm not just reading tarot cards, oracle cards. That's not how it's done. Although other people, they do it just that. They do just to read, No, you have to give explanations. You have to know to explain why this, why that. At the same time, the cards is what's proving it. The cards is what's giving the one who's watching an assurance that, yeah, this is it. This is the truth. Why? Because what's the purpose of cards? Let's just, for the sake of education here, yeah? The purpose of cards is to challenge the mind, to challenge the logic of the one who's watching, who's listening, the one who's seeing, right? Because when you see something in the physical that your logic is limited to understand, it becomes something that easy for you to believe, right? For example, you see the card fly off and it's a Four of Wands. But before it was a Four of Wands, I already told you that it's about foundation. It's about, building a home, that yes, it's going to be a happy result. It's going to be a happy ending. And then all of a sudden, Four of Wands comes flying. Your mind, as the one who's seeing the card that flew, it's challenging your spiritual side of you. And this is for any individual. Doesn't have to be a twin flame or what. It's challenging your spiritual side of who you are. You cannot go against it because you already saw it in the physical, right? That's the purpose of tarot cards and oracle cards. It's to challenge the mind as well. So that's why I said dealing with cards is not just something you deal with cards. You have to be spiritually awake to handle these things. Okay, a reading it could be a reading, but you have to be, spiritually awakened, enlightened to be able to do readings. Because the cards will give the assurance. The cards is what will give the assurance of the one who's reading the cards, the one who's giving you a reading spiritually, emotionally, mentally. The cards is what's the assurance of the reader. Okay? I just had to make that clear. But because those of you who ask for readings, I'm challenging your logic. That's the whole point of it. Because as a divine feminine, we have to be true to who and what we are. Because divine feminines, we are programmed to be true to our heart, not so much here. Okay? That's why we're ascending masters, because we ascend through our heart chakra. Why? Because we are connected with our twin in our heart, right? The invisible cord is connected in our heart. Okay? Our flame is in our heart. So, explaining this is all part of spiritual union. This is the second part, okay, of spiritual union. It means that you, right here, and this is your divine masculine, you are at sync, okay? Your energies are at sync. It's even. So when the moon shifted in Pisces, and the purpose of the moon in Pisces is to balance divine masculine, divine feminine energy, right? To work in tandem in living a normal life in this world, okay? You're not going out in public saying, I'm a twin flame, I'm a this and that. No, yes, I'm doing this on YouTube, right? But this is for educational purposes. This is for you guys. But we have others out there who's like, I'm a twin flame. I do that. No, okay? The purpose here is, why do you think the divine even have you to awake, right? It's to be discreet. It's not something to go out in the open and be like, yeah, I'm a twin flame. I'm this and that. No. The reason why I'm doing this on YouTube, it just so happens that I'm the one meant to educate you guys. That's it. But if you ask me, I don't want to. I wouldn't choose to video myself and talk about this. The reason why I'm doing this is for you guys, because you guys need to know. I want you to observe. I want you to observe someone who's truly who they are, and someone who's trying to play the role, okay? There's a huge difference, okay? And I don't need to do much. You guys can watch me. You guys can compare me to other people. I don't mind, okay? Because it's for you. It's not so much for me, right? So educating you guys in regards to this, again, use your wisdom, use your intuition, okay? As a divine feminine, you make and you know from truth. The purpose of divine feminine, divine masculine, once in energy balanced, right, at sync, the purpose of it is an exchange. You are exchanging energy with your divine masculine. Okay, that's why in Moon and Pisces, the purpose is to balance each other's energy. So it's gonna put you in a situation where it's gonna make you feel uncomfortable. Okay, it's fine. It's normal. That's how it should be. It's not good, but you're gonna have to go through the pain of it. But I'm just comforting you guys. It's okay. It's normal. Okay? Don't freak out if you start feeling so much pain in your chakras and this and that. No. I know this because of personal experience. That's why I'm also sharing it with you guys, okay? How I feel about it too, so you guys can, get the feel of what I'm saying. Now, why is there two fishes in Pisces? It actually represents the feminine and the masculine. A lot of people don't know that, okay? This is a moment in time that you really have to be balanced in order for union to happen. And what union am I talking about? I'm talking about the physical union. In order for spiritual union to manifest into the physical so that physical union can happen, you have to be balanced first, divine feminine. So this whole entire time, right, since you've been watching my videos, the purpose of that is for you to go through ascension on your own, right? So that when your energy is elevated, divine masculine energy will also elevate with you. See, it's 10:22. See, I don't need to do much. The synchronicities will tell you. So once divine masculine is elevated with you, right? You both are working in tandem, right? It's gonna shift. What do I mean by shift? Moon in Pisces has this energy pull, okay? This energy pull is going to force the twin flames, to stick like this so that every movement, every decision, every vision that they envision, it's going to go smoothly. Now, where is the struggle right now with divine feminines? Because it's moon in Pisces and it's going to last until the end of the year. I don't care what anybody else say. I know the truth because my angels tell me the truth and I trust them wholeheartedly. So I'm the one telling you. It's up to you if you believe me or not. I'm not going to force anybody to believe me or not. I'm just here because it's my duty. It's my responsibility and also my oath that I've taken to educate you guys, okay, and to guide twin flames in their journey. So I'm already informing you the moon in Pisces is going to last until the end of the year, okay? Yes, we have other shifts coming, but still, moon in Pisces is not done. It's not going to be done until the end of the year because we're in 2020, okay? Again, you have to understand energy in order for you to understand what I'm saying. So, why is it going to last until the end of the year? Okay, that's a good question. Union is meant to happen in 2020. Really. Those of you twin flames who are meant to be in union in this life, yeah, you're affected right now. And trust me, you're probably like, oh my God, now it makes sense why I've been feeling this way. Why all this anxious energy, why I feel worried all the time, why I feel stressed, why I feel like I can't move on without my twin. Like, oh my God, I've been trying to stop my head from thinking about him, but then I can't. Because you are most definitely, there is a huge possibility, a huge chance that you are in spiritual union and you don't even know it. Okay? Why? Why you don't know it is because your higher selves are the driving force of your union. You don't even need to do much. When I say much, I'm talking about like communicate with your twin. That's much. But the work that you had to put in is more of energetically. Like if you guys been following my advice, okay, cleansing your energy, doing your meditations, envisioning your future. These are things that you need to do, and you have to be consistent with it. Okay? If you're not doing it, it's not gonna help your energy. And I'm just frustrated because there are people who think that this is something you could just plan out and then, no. You have to, it's a lifestyle. And why do I say lifestyle? Because it's who you are. You are awakening who you truly are. So sometimes when we're going through spiritual awakening and spiritual ascension, it's a debate of logic, right? Because you're trying to put the spiritual aspect pieces of it all and trying to mold it with your logic, like putting the pieces together with your logic, trying to understand. But it's not going to work because logic is not meant to justify the spiritual aspect of who you are. Logic is only there to guide you to live a normal life while you are embracing your spiritual side of your divine femininity. Yes, you're very welcome. I know. After hearing this, you've probably awakened now. Because I want you guys to wake up. I do. I want you guys to wake up because most of you are in spiritual union. So one of the things I'm going to do right now is challenge your mind. Okay? I'm going to challenge your logic. The truth of it all, of who you are, is because this body, right? This physical body is inside our higher self. If I would make something as a visual for you guys to see it, what I'm saying right now, for you guys to vision to see it, it's like I'm an invisible cloak, okay? This is just an example. I'm an invisible cloak that the 3D world does not see. Like, you do not see who I truly am, okay? Because my true higher self is an invisible cloak, okay? But you see this physical body. But if you were to open your third eye, you're going to see me, the real me. Does that make sense? Other people believe that your spirit lives inside this body. And they believe that the higher self is that spirit that lives inside this body. No. If you are a twin flame and you are a divine feminine, and my angels want me to say this, okay? So those of you who are guided to this video, you're very blessed. Email me if you want more explanation in regards to this. Email me or comment down below, okay? Either or. So people believe that it's your spirit that's inside your body, okay? That is wrong. If you are a divine feminine and you are a twin flame, it's this body. This body is in your higher self, okay? This is just a house. It's a house, but it's not, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. Why is the awakening needed? Why do you think your chakras need to be opened? Why do you think your chakras need to be awakened? It's because this body is not who you truly are. This body is just an imprint. It's a catalyst. Your higher selves is who you are. It's just that's why we're in this world, existing. So basically, if I would give you a vision just for the sake of giving you guys a vision of what I'm saying, but don't take it literally. I'm just saying, just to give you guys a vision of it. Your higher self is this tall being, okay? And this body is inside it, okay? And you're walking earth like that. So every person, every normal being who's just human, could only see this. But if you are someone who's truly spiritual, you're going to see the true nature of that person, of that spiritual being, of that spiritual individual. Okay? That's just to give you guys a vision so you guys understand what I'm trying to say, because this is something that logic is always going to try to go against. So why am I video vlogging about this education, a topic with you guys? Because it's moon in Pisces, and a lot of you divine feminines are having an issue with balancing your divine masculine and your divine feminine energy. What was I explaining prior to this before? Divine masculine energy is about logic, practicality. That's where they flourish, right? That's their energy. So you cannot let that overrun who you truly are. It's not also meant for you to take away. It's meant for you to work in tandem with, okay? For example, everything that I said right now, you understand now, right? It makes sense now, right? If it doesn't, email me. But for those of you who do understand, it's gonna click, okay? Why your chakras need to open, why your chakras need to go through healing, why can't you move on from your divine masculine? I mean, when I say move on, if your divine masculine is in the dark night of the soul and is treating you horribly, yeah, separate. Don't tolerate nonsense and don't tolerate less than what you deserve, but distance yourself is what I'm saying. Distance yourself, right? But see, you still can't move on from your twin because you're constantly thinking about your seeds. 10:33. I meant to do this. They're guiding me to look at it. I'm talking to you guys. So, the process of this really, even though you're distancing yourself from your twin. Okay, I'm going to use another example, another scenario, because a lot of you have different situations. So this is just an example, okay? If you are one of the divine feminines who your divine masculine is treating you unfairly, treating you unjust, lying to you, cheating with you, he's going through the dark night of the soul, this and that. You distance yourself, you separate yourself. But while you are distancing and separating yourself from him, you cannot stop thinking about him. You can't stop feeling these emotions you have for him. Other people will tell you, move on, this and that. That is what you cannot do. Let me make that clear. You can distance yourself. There's a different definition here that other people are mixing, okay? They say if you distance yourself and you separate yourself, that's moving on. That's only applicable to those who are not twin flames. But if you are a twin, you cannot move on from your twin. I don't give a damn what anybody says because I'm talking through experience. And I know the limits of a divine feminine. That's why I'm telling you, you can distance yourself from a toxic twin, whether it's false twin or your true twin who's in the dark night of the soul and is treating you like shit, okay? You can move on from that. Move on by distancing, separating yourself. But emotionally, mentally, no, you will always be connected. Okay? That's just to give you clarity. Oh, my neck is hurting now. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the second part, I think, in the next video, because right now my neck is like really killing me. Anyway, you guys could email me. I know. Thank you to those who do email me, and you tell me your concern, and you tell me your experience, and you tell me how you feel about your twin, this and that. I will, if I feel the need, like for example, on this, this education video, I will do a video, okay? Because again, It's not just you. If it's not a coincidence, anyone who emails me is not a coincidence. I'm already telling you guys this right now. Anyone who is watching my videos, who's subscribed to my channel, you guys are guided to my channel for a reason. For a reason. Okay, so I don't take it as a coincidence. It's meant to be. If it's not meant to be, it's not gonna happen. That's the truth. Anyone and everyone in our life, there is a purpose, whether good or bad. It's the purpose. Okay? There is a purpose, there is a reason. It's just a challenge of how you look at it. It's a challenge of your perspective. And as a divine feminine, your perspective, it's here in your heart. That's the driving force, is your heart. Okay? More than your mind. So, I love you guys. Bye-bye.